from Russellville, Arkansas. We are live from Russellville, Arkansas with Jim Schenkel, and he is there with Jeremy Dugas, who is the campus pastor of Journey Church. Jim.
Thank you, Susan. We appreciate that. We're here with Jeremy, and we're going to be talking about the reason that his church has gotten involved in this, a little bit of history. So, Jeremy, introduce yourself and tell us why it is that you guys have chosen to support the people there in Bologna and Mayflower.
Yeah, my name is Jeremy Dugas. I'm the campus pastor here at our Russellville location at the Journey, and I'm from Oklahoma originally, and so I definitely know firsthand the effects of a tornado. So when it hit real close to Russellville, we just knew we had to be a part, and so we just got together as pastors and leaders and just thought, what could we do? And we actually had a team that went up that Sunday night, late that Sunday night, kind of do some research, see what was going on, what all the needs were. We didn't go Monday because it was still kind of chaotic. But that Tuesday, we hit the ground running. We went to feed people. We fed over the whole week. Last week, we fed over 30,000 or prepared over 30,000 meals. And then we just went and looked door to door, finding people that didn't have any help, and we just started helping them out. We just started digging through the rubble, asked, hey, what are you looking for? One lady, in fact, she couldn't find her purse, and had all her belongings in it, which is precious. She didn't want to have to go through all the trouble to get her driver's license, all that stuff. And so we went digging, and luckily we found her purse, and that was the biggest answer to her prayer at that moment. Everything else, pictures, we're going to miss those things, but just knew the next steps was to go through all the process.
There's so many stories that you could tell. I mean, it's the things that I've heard already. It's very moving, and I know it's kind of overwhelming for a church, and yet you guys did hit the ground running and have done so much. Things have changed though between that first immediate hours, as you were saying, it was chaos. But since that time, I mean, y'all have gotten more and more organized. More and more people want to help. What are some of the things that are going on this week, and then as you see over the next week, and then in weeks to come? And speak up just a bit.
Yeah, well, I'll share a quick story. Last night, in fact, their softball team, Bologna's softball team, came to Russellville, and so we had the opportunity that we were able to feed them just food, just to be a blessing. In fact, two of their softball players, everything. So the team had to at least get them a new uniform, a new glove for them to play, and so our Russellville community just went in. We fed them, but the Russellville softball team, the Booster Club, bought them new clothes, just gift cards, money, just I would say estimated almost a couple of $1,000s a piece. Just loved on them. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. Our next phase is kind of as the media leaves and the dust settles, we're going to just focus on families and try to help walk them out the next year or so. There's going to be rebuilding projects, so we're trying to find people in our church that are skilled and just helping them, whether in heavy equipment or just building stuff. We're going to get them involved, but really just anyone can be involved in just sponsoring a family and just either spiritually saying, hey, we're here for you. We want to help you. We want to pray for you. We want to just help you meet even just the practical needs. So that's kind of what our next steps are as a church and as a people that, we want to help wherever we can. We can't do everything, but we can do something. So.
Well, and I think it's marvelous. You guys are 50 miles away from where the devastation happened, but being from Oklahoma, like you said, and saw some of these. Had you actually seen tornadoes in Oklahoma?
Oh yes. Every year we've seen major damage. I think the last several houses that I lived in, we've had to replace roofs, and so last year, in fact, I had a lot of family members that was affected by the more tornadoes. So when I hear a tornado, and I have a heart, I have a passion to help people that are in need because of those tornadoes that took place. And so when it was so close to here that I live in Arkansas, it was so close to home here, I had to do something about it. And so I just talked with my senior pastor, and he's like, man, if it's in your heart, let's make something happen. And we just start talking to people, and people out of the woodwork, people in our church that maybe had been serving, they start having a heart and a compassion to do something about that particular project. And so it's been overwhelming, just people that we've seen in the church just rise up. It's been so rewarding to see, and everyone that's come, they've come back with just a new appreciation about life, new appreciation about wanting to truly make a difference in people's lives. So yeah.
and what's important. So, well, let's, Jeremy. Well, I tell you what. Let me kick it over to Susan and Debbie to see if y'all have any questions. I know we're kind of at our time limit, but anything else y'all have to ask about?
If people that are not near you, the toughest thing in these situations is how can I help when I'm far away? And a lot of people are leery about just, oh, I just want to send a check. How can people help your efforts and what you're doing for how long you're going to stay there? Is there any way they can connect with you directly, Jeremy?
Very, very good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. In fact, we have our website, myjourney.tv, on the front page of the website. It has lists of things where you can even give. Here's the thing: the things that we're doing, we're a church organization. It's not going to go to us. It's going to go directly to people. In fact, we're wanting to. Mother's Day's coming up. We're trying to do some things that we can do for Mother's Days for the moms down there. We're wanting to partner with some churches. So we're wanting to think of just practical things. So we're going to continue to update our website day by day of either work projects or just practical ways that you can partner with us to help with Mother's Day. We're going to have these kids that's coming up. They're going to have birthdays soon, and these parents they're going to be trying to focus on just surviving, and so we want to help them to move from surviving to thriving. And so we want to be able to help these kids. So we're constantly thinking of new ways, and so we're going to be updating our website daily on ways that people can be involved with what we're doing.
Terrific.
Jeremy,
and
thanks.
that's myjourney.tv, correct?
Correct.
All right. Thank you so much, Jim. We'll look forward to meeting your next guest and hearing some other wonderful ways people are making a difference.
Okay, Susan, thanks so much. We'll see you down the road.
All right.